Most people think bullying ends in childhood. It does not. What actually happens is that bullying evolves. It becomes quieter, more indirect, and more socially acceptable. By adulthood, bullying rarely looks like overt aggression. It looks like tone, timing, implication, and emotional pressure that is difficult to name but impossible to ignore. Adult bullying is not about immaturity, it's about control. Psychologically, adult bullying functions as a way of regulating another person's behavior through discomfort while maintaining plausible deniability. The goal is not open conflict. The goal is to influence who speaks, who hesitates, who shrinks, who adapts. This is why adult bullying is so often dismissed or misinterpreted. It does not violate social rules clearly enough to be challenged easily, and when it is challenged, it's often reframed as humor, misunderstanding, or oversensitivity. One of the most common tools adult bullies use is sarcasm. Sarcasm is not just humor, it is concealed aggression. It allows contempt to be delivered without ownership. The comment lands with a sting, but the moment someone reacts, the responsibility flips. Now the issue is not what was said, but how it was received. Sarcasm punishes emotional awareness and rewards emotional numbness. It teaches people that responding honestly will cost them socially. Over time, people learn to laugh along, stay quiet, or second guess themselves. That's not accidental. That's conditioning. Another central mechanism is fear. Adult bullies rarely threaten openly. Fear is generated through unpredictability, withdrawal, and social consequence. A raised eyebrow, a dismissive tone, a public correction that feels disproportionate. Approval that is given away with inconsistency and taken away without explanation. Fear works because it teaches anticipation. People begin editing themselves in advance. They learn what topics feel risky. They learn when to stay silent. They learn how to reduce their presence to avoid emotional consequence. Nothing dramatic has to happen. Fear only needs to be consistent enough to shape behavior. Ambiguity plays a crucial role here. Adult bullying hides inside vagueness. Words are chosen carefully. Tone carries the weight, but the language remains technically harmless. When the impact is questioned, clarification is refused, or worse, the target is told they're reading too much into it. This ambiguity protects the bully. It makes the behavior difficult to explain to others. It isolates the person experiencing it, and it creates exhaustion because the mind keeps trying to resolve something that was designed to remain unresolved. Another defining feature of adult bullying is the role of the audience. Adult bullying often intensifies in groups. It becomes performative. It leverages hierarchy, confidence, or social capital. It relies on silence, not because everyone agrees, but because intervening feels socially risky. This is why people often say they feel smaller around certain people, especially in public settings. The room itself becomes part of the pressure system. Importantly, adult bullying is almost never about a single incident. What matters is repetition. Each moment on its own is small enough to dismiss. A comment here, a look there, a subtle exclusion. But over time, these moments accumulate. Confidence erodes. Spontaneity disappears. People begin monitoring themselves constantly. This is not fragility. It is cumulative psychological load. When someone is exposed to prolonged emotional pressure, the nervous system adapts. Hypervigilance increases. Conversations are replayed mentally. Emotional range narrows. The person may begin to wonder whether they're too sensitive, too reactive, or not resilient enough. That self-doubt is not a character flaw. It is a predictable response to sustained ambiguity and social threat. It's also important to be clear about what adult bullying is not. It's not disagreement. It's not someone being blunt once. It's not a personality clash. It's not a bad day. It's not someone disliking you. Bullying requires pattern, direction, and emotional leverage. This distinction matters because naming bullying accurately is not about labeling people, it's about restoring perception. One of the most destabilizing aspects of adult bullying is that it disrupts trust in one's own experience. People often sense that something is wrong long before they can articulate it. They just know they feel different around certain people. Smaller, tenser, less themselves. That intuitive signal matters. Clarity does not require confrontation. It does not require diagnosis, and it does not require permission. Simply recognizing the pattern interrupts self-blame. It allows people to stop asking, "What is wrong with me?" and begin asking, "What's happening here?" Adult bullying thrives on confusion. It weakens when perception sharpens. And in adult life, clarity is often the first form of agency.